Students asked some questions about these active learning methods, although it was very clear to them at the very beginning that they will have to deal with an experimental approach. They are expecting this kind of method from artistic classes. They don't necessarily know what they are getting into when they take our courses, and we often change the methods in our program. Here it was open-ended, and we also told them explicitly at the beginning, this class, has a syllabus and a certain program, but the goals may completely change as we need to react to situations that are unpredictable, and the approach will be active. So this is what is to be expected. At the very beginning of the class, we told the students that the syllabus will change and that there will be participatory action research involved, that we will have to integrate feedback from the communities. Also, when we were doing these kinds of classes, like interviewing Arabic-speaking people on campus, for example, these were unexpected outcomes. Some of them didn't work well, and then we arranged and discussed together with the students what makes sense and what doesn't. So certain things like exercises with participation of MIT community about tea drinking and collective actions didn't necessarily work that well with the class. We did it then more as a smaller project with a couple of people, while the others worked quite well. The first reactions were more passive. I think it's sometimes, especially when you switch gears, the students are kind of left to ask, okay, what am I expected to do, and that you have to give all the ingredients of what are the next steps. So it can be sometimes frustrating because they're expecting direct instructions. Also, certain things, for example, we provided this special room, which was this kind of experimental studio in which you could do whatever you wanted. In our wood shop, we cannot just leave stuff because a lot of people are using it. So just because we had that space, no one ended up using it that much. Just for presentations, they used it, but I was expecting really that the room will be transformed fully by the end of the semester, because we finally had a space and a room that you could completely transform and use for anything that you wanted. Theoretically, they could have, slept there, had parties and whatever they wanted. They didn't. They wanted specific instructions for that. But other things, when it came to working on design, things that were meaningful for them were, especially after making connections to the refugees after our Jordan trip, some of the students took off and they took initiative and were driving their own projects beyond our input. I think once you create a sense of meaning and care, when people take charge over their own projects, then it works.